Dive in, adult swim. Dive in, adult swim. Turn it up, adult swim. Dive in.
Hi everybody, my name is Jessica Holyfield and I'm a professional dance choreographer and dance educator based out of the southeast of the United States, and we are here taking a look at Kai's solo track entitled Adult Swim. We have the music video pulled up. It's been a hot minute since I've been able to take a look at Kai. I had the privilege of being able to do an EXO marathon that included all units and solos alike, so I'm very familiar with Kai's movement quality. If you don't see it on YouTube, it's most likely on Patreon, ready for you to binge away. I'm ready, I hope you are. Let's go.
Adult swim. Dive in, adult swim. Dive in, adult swim. Turn it up, adult swim. Dive in, adult swim. 파도의 앞뒤로 옆으로 흔들려도 돼. 스릴 있게,
Haha, she ate a peach, get it? Because he has a track called Peaches. Hey! I like having one of your extras in the music video be a dancer. I love the functionality of those choices. This whole little mess in the chorus is giving John Bellion vibes to me. But normally he doesn't do Korean lyric tracks. Normally they're in all English, so. Feels like they borrowed the same pool. Ooh. Same pool that we saw Ten's Nightwalker album preview. Booty doody. Adult Swim. It was more tame than I was expecting. If you don't know Adult Swim, I think that, like, it reminds me of, back in the day, Cartoon Network. After all the cartoons, when all the children go to sleep, Adult Swim comes on, and it's the adult cartoons and animations. So that's what I was expecting, is something like off the rails. But hey, I'll take it. It really, really sounds like a John Bellion track, but it went Korean. That was really cool. Definitely just a more laid back vibe. Definitely going for summer. That's what it feels like, right? You have gives a hot impression because of the melted popsicles, and then we're at it gives more like a worn, lived in, kind of pulled side. It's meant for more, some people can party, vibe out there. Some people swim, maybe, but no one's dressed to actually go swimming here. It's just there for good vibes, I guess. But I like it, though. I feel like it definitely, what is it? If Zoomies had a launch party, it'd be shot at a place like this. So I'm very much looking forward to seeing how the dancers get involved on this. Most likely we'll have a dance visual, I'm sure. But it was really just him and one other person in the track, which is really cool, but it's still a little different, right, than what we're used to seeing with Kai. So I am definitely looking forward to that. Dance practice is out. We're here for it. Let's go.
Adult swim.
That was really cool. Okay. So having Kai not be in white. Okay. Okay. Hey. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. A little baby Jono clap out of that. Let's go. Okay. So, in a nutshell, it does feel a little forced in some of the areas of it. I think one thing is specifically when he does his solo the first time. It's this right here. And I think part of it comes from not him hitting the basses. It's because he's really going super full on the when that's so secondary in sound. He's not approaching it in a secondary kind of movement quality, meaning that we're not recognizing like the flow, like the repetitiveness, but we're hitting it with the aggression of the basses when we're not hitting it, the basses for it. I think it's a musicality error is what is registering in my brain for this part. But there's a lot of really cool moments in it. Also, my brain was wondering, is this Bada here? I think so. I don't think I've ever seen her with this hair color, which is why my brain, there was a lot of braining moments in this. So y'all let me comment die first. Yeah, so it was her. Cool. I mean, she did great here. That was fun. Okay, here we go. Talk about it from the top. We're going to do a little slowdown here. So maybe by analyzing it, I'll be able to find different feelings for it. Is this my favorite choreo of Kai's? No, it's not. It's probably not even in my top 3 if I'm being honest. But the song is in my top 3. So we're going to definitely give the song credit where credit's due. It's cool. I love the vibe of it. And I may add it to Spotify, honestly. It's sick. But yeah, the dance, I would say the verses are cool. I really like the partnering that we see near the end. But when he does these breakoffs to the it really does register so off to me, and that's okay. I'm allowed that opinion. I've spent a lot of time looking at this man's movement quality. It's okay that I have preference. That's life. Anyway, here we go. So they get nice and low. He does a little shampoo around, and then they end up accenting with their arms up, doing a trace down, turning into an add-on, which is nice. I feel that kind of motion there with the heel twist to a little pas de bourrée finish out is really nice. I like the sequence of this section here a lot. Yeah. And they bleed it up through a little pelvic thrust. Adult swim, baby. We're getting frisky out here is kind of what it is. He's post-military. He's ready to go. I'm just kidding. Going slow to back is fun. Pushing it forward. Reset with the V is nice. Nice accent up with a body roll. He is becoming more fluid in the torso, so we're going to give him credit for that. I think, ever since that era for him, it really did open up his torso a lot more, so I'm appreciative of that, because it definitely dances more on the stiffer side in torso. Some concepts work for it, but if you're trying to go, like, groovy, if you're not grooving, if you're not using your chest and your shoulders and your hips and core. So this isn't really a groovy routine, which is why it's fine, but some movements that you do can look a little bit more natural and organic by having a groove a part of them. So that's just the lay of the land, but he's doing mighty fine on this. Turnaround is fine. I like that we have our arms switched through, and I like the scuff, and then, just the flow of the arm on that, and then we have a really super sticky switch off on the heels. I really, really like that part. Caught me off guard in a great way. Love that switch, and they do a little pull up out of it. And I'm doing a little ISO travel up from the elbow to the wrist to the hand, so I liked that. That was nice to get us reset with 4 of the dancers in the back. He's in the front. Then we end up doing a secondary progression of that heel twist. Instead of pas de bourreing it, we twist it, and then we bring it behind like we did the first time. But how we finished it out was a little different. Yeah, we end up doing it to the twist, nice little knee accents, and then we step back out again to bring the legs up, and then we have the arms high to low, and then it goes head, shoulders, and we just do a little tap down, which is nice. Now we're building up the energy, da-da-da-da, and he takes his arms up, boom, they all shudder down, then they end up sliding away. It has dive in. If he was hitting the bases, I don't think it would have bothered me. But watch what he's hitting. He's hitting the but his body is hitting that, but his body is saying, hey, I'm going to hit bases. Here we go. I think if the leg went on bass, do-do-do, I think that would register better. I'm going to stand by that, and I'm okay that I'm allowed to feel that way. That progression would look so much better if he kicked it on the bases. Bass, da-da-da, adult swim, because that I would understand and register the hand a little bit better. If that was his choice, he's allowed to feel that way, just like I'm allowed to feel this way. He's the artist. He can do what he wants, honestly. He were on the floor. We don't care, right? Anyway. And all that, it goes do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. So the legs are accenting out. Arms are progressing in front with the lift up of the arm at the end. And then the dive in is fine. Dive in, it's really just that very first off the top. Really caught me off guard in terms of how it did not register well, nor effective to me personally of the track for it being the first time you're hearing the drop. I think is what my sensitivity to it is. But we're going to move on from there, move on with our lives. Now he's going more ISO here, which is fun. He's pretty good on being very clear on his ISOs, which I really like. From there, he takes the arm, boom, he swings it through. Definitely feels like we're about to go swimming, right? It's fun. He accents forward, he pulls. So a lot of accents in play. Nothing crazy there. We have some tension building with the knees, with our arm and a little uppercut, which is fun. Turn it up. And all that, really it goes ball change, ball change, like that. Takes the legs out, nice in the heels, rotating it to the inside, and it goes adult swim. So a lot of this wingspan vibes. If you ever see Michael Phelps or professional swimmers, their span is aggressive, right, in the shoulders, and so having our arms swing up and around definitely helps give a sort of impression that you would see people swim with. So that was nice. So I like that. The little step back out of it is nice. It's like we're doing a little Dougie, but we're scooping, giving Meemaw some love and the spaghetti over on the side, which is nice. That was a nice isolation. Click, click, click. Very, very minute, or more on the minor side in terms of the order, which is cool because normally you see it very big, but because it went smaller, it felt more intimate, which helps in the intimacy of the type of sounds that we're hearing in the track too. And it goes adult swim. Nice little wave is nice. He goes, ooh. So here we go. And it's next, I think it's Bada. Bada with Kai. So I like that she steps it back with the shoulders is cute. Swing and swing around. The bases are nice. So how they're accenting off of each other are cool. And side note, I'm always envious when I see somebody with extensions now because she's on extensions. Mine fell out in a week. And so I really wanted to have them in longer. So when I see somebody like killing it, dancing with them, I'm like, I wish. Anyway, but moving on. I like the driving on that. She said, come here. So I like the interaction there. Look is funny. The pull is nice. Then he has a little accent with the knees, and I like that we're continuing to travel to get over. The presses are nice. He brings it in, boom, boom. I like the interruption on that is nice. We do have a lot of these shampoo rounds, which is fine. It's just something I'm noticing a lot in the routine. I think about 3 times now. The points are nice. We travel it through, head, and we do like these subtle brushes down the body, which is cool, and I like that they were facing different ways. That she grabs, the little head knot is nice. Now, all that is the same as we saw with the guys earlier in verse 1, but now it's partners, and it's a different camera shot, so it feels different. It's cool. Nice little, it was cool. Hit in, tap, tap, tap. So you get to see the choreography reintroduced in a different way because it's a partnership now, and it's a different direction that they're doing it. So that's cool. The pull out of it is nice. And the look over, she looks with her hands on her hips. Kai looks with a point, looks nice. Dive in, and he dived in. Thank you, love that. Tension is nice. There we go. So he's holding, he's not going on anything. He's just matching flow of environment. Then he moves on Adult Swim on his own tone. We love it. That to me is awesome. It fits very well, you know, and we've already touched on what we've touched on. I really think it's only that one part that really struck me in the way that it did. Anyway, Adult Swim, then it goes really nice, more largely activated or largely accented there, and then we have some subtlety in the shoulder. And then it goes dive in, and then we do some stir in the pot, which is also nice. Oh, I don't think he's turned it. I think he just pressed the wrist out. I think that's what happened. I missed it again. So sorry. Yeah, he just folded the wrist, which is cool. Adult Swim. Nice little points, which are fun. Nothing crazy there. Turn it up. As he steps out, presses it out, then he takes the arm, swings it around, then he lets it go on the crash, right? Being mindful of music more now, which is nice. Arms go up. And then we present it like the kick. The kick worked. Why, everyone? Because it hit. Where, boom, boom. They're on the bases, right? On the choo-choo. Yeah, boom, boom. There's sound there for that. Anyway, whatever. The kick, the lift up. The lift is really nice on that. The swim is fun. Boom and boom, and the pulls are cool there. Then tension, party, here we go. This has showed up on my shorts. I like it more with the people versus just one person. I think it feels very full and having the opposition really helps make it more complimentary. I mean, that's really nice. And so I like the hips being added to it, and that's what help and promote the vibe that you want is what the hips are doing. Then the arms with the swing of the shoulder, which is really cool. And it goes, take it slow. I think this is the challenge that's going more viral. I think out of all the things that I've seen, this should be the section that should, especially because it promotes doing it with other people, which really helps further a challenge, right? I like the shaking of the arms with different levels, which is cool. And then the guys take the arms, boom, point it over to the side, help match Kai. And they take the knees, so it looks like they're controlling the knees. And then it looks like they're all getting to do their own little vibe. Bada's pulling the little ears on that. Yeah, take it up. So it's a little syncopated where we're not really going on his words. Da-na-na. So he has to operate polyrhythmically. Hit, da-da-da. He's hitting the backbeat, which is cool. Arms go up. I like the extra heels on that to help with the flow. It's cool. I like the choice a lot. Swim on the arms. And then we end up going into more diagonals within the partners, which is fun. Shake it. Oh, I'm here. It gives that WAP energy. It's cool. Little body rolls, and I like that they're facing. It's their flows are adjusting in different directions, which is really nice in opposition. They slide. Come on now. And it goes, let's go, da-da-da. It's definitely a summer track. We're trying to fight summer track of the year. So far, I think this is a decent contender, just out of preference of what I like to listen to. For summery vibes, this is a cool one. But I like that. Now we're in the unison vibe here. And notice the tension and the speed change on that looks really nice. And we go turn, na-na-na. Stepping it out, and I like the accent punch. And then we hit. So I like the punch of the leg on that too. Swing. That feels like a John O clap. And then we swing the head, snake it through with the clap. Then we have a little push around with claps. Really cool to get us into 2 diagonals with a V. We press the arms so it's swim and swim. Get it? I love it. They're doing a swimming action more towards the back. We love that. Doody doody. And then we end up doing a shamrock out of it too. And we jump, jump, jump to a jump rope. It's cool. It goes high to low, which is nice. Like the vibes of that. Just in general, good vibe. Love it. Good summary vibe. Only had 2 qualms with it, but the switch on that, you've seen a fly. No, it's not a fly girl. It's a, oh my gosh, wax. It's like wax on, wax off. It's not Windows. It's, oh, there's a name for it. Anyway, but it's a switch off on your weight, and definitely gives a little flick effect to the feet, which is cool. So watch. Yeah, I love that. Straight, and then we bend it as we get lower, but it's more rigid in the rebounds of our legs. It's cool. And they go, psh, this boy, which is fun. And he goes, mwah, adult swim. So for the fact that he just came back from the military and this is what he chooses to put out, I think it's great. I think it's a good direction for him. I think it's very timely for the season we're about to go into. Is this my favorite dance? Like I said, no. I do like a lot of moments in it, but I do think some of his other solo tracks definitely feel more encompassing of his movement quality more effectively, but I really like the vibes that we've gotten to see from the other dancers. If you're like, Jess, where have you seen all his other stuff? It's all on Patreon. I did an EXO marathon and it included all units and all soloists alike. So if you're like, Jess, I like other members of EXO too, it's all there for you to enjoy. And I really, really did enjoy seeing Kai's journey in particular, seeing his growth from torso utilization from where he was to where he is. I think it's a step in a brilliant direction. And I'm excited to see him continue to grow as an artist. You guys know me, I know you. I'm Jess, and I will catch you on the flip side. Bye.